Okay, so an 11-year-old Margaret Davies tells about her terrifying experience during World War II. You're going to read to learn about her memories of the time. So you can start.
What was it like to experience London's infamous Blitz? I can tell you in one word, terrifying. Blitz is a short for Blitzkrieg. The German words for lightning blitz and war. The Blitz was our British newspaper's term for the German bombing that barraged London in 1940 and 1941 during World War II, a war that had begun about a year earlier when France and Britain declared war on Germany. Although World War II ended more than 60 years ago, still the bombs of the Blitz screamed toward me and explode into terrifying memories. I, Margaret Davies, was only 11 years of age when the bombs began raining down. Unfortunately, Blitzkrieg was an apt expression. Bombs fell from the sky for 57 days in a row, shattering our lives, pulverizing our homes, and injuring or killing thousands. Whenever the air raid sirens wailed, my family rushed in Macy out to the bomb shelter in the backyard, the terrible dark hole in the ground, tiny, cold, and damp, and sitting there trembling in the cacophony as the bomb streaked in and exploded. I felt as though the sky itself was cracking open. The dank shelter flooded each time it rained, forcing us to hide and stare under the stairs in our house like mice in the wainscoting. The cat that stalked us was fearsome, indiscriminate, deadly, and could strike at any moment. Yet my parents always remained calm and comfortable, somehow managing to make the most gut-deep fright tolerable, even as bombs blasted and were caught in the dark. When we might emerge shaking from hiding, we might find a neighbor's house or the house down the street gone. The people had lived there wailing in the middle of the road, tearing at their hair and their clothes, and we might see even worse scenes of carnage that are burned into my brain, and that I do not choose to pass on to innocent readers. The Blitz turned how loose on our world, and yet when I think back, I'm struck by how life carried on, even amidst the chaos. Father kept up his shipbuilding business, while Mother worked part-time at a factory that made detonators for our own bombs. My younger sister and I continued to attend school, although air raids interrupted classes for hours. Our teachers tried violently to continue our lesson inside the air raid shelter, but I can arrest the concentration is impossible. The ground is growing and shaking, and death is dropping from the sky. As time passed forward and fewer brave souls showed up for classes, Blitz brought shortages of everything, including food. Before work, Mother stood in a long queue, sometimes for hours, to buy our family's ration of meat, cheese, eggs, and butter. Fruits like bananas and oranges disappeared from our diet altogether, while the weekly ration of meat was 2 ounces, just one minuscule bar of chocolate for the entire family. The cinema in our neighborhood was transformed, discovered ingenious ways to amuse ourselves. I spent hours staring at the sky and soon became an expert at identifying aircraft, including my favorite, the VID00004. Miss Mosquito. It like going too fast for the left way key and the intercept. I admit it never crossed my mind that these planes might be bombing youngsters much like myself, but in Germany. My sister played in bomb sites as I hunted for shrapnels to collect as souvenirs. We got accustomed to the war, even with bombs. Believe it or not, there were times when I didn't really think about it. But those intervals never lasted long. Our family spent more evening huddled around the wireless radio gear, hungrily devouring news about the war.
I'm so
Neither we nor anyone we knew then owned a television. Thousands were left homeless, but miraculously, our little house remained standing, and miraculously, my family and I physically unharmed. The only scars we carry with us from the Blitz are deep scars in our memory.
Very good. So what was the Blitz?
Craft.
What was it? I'm sorry.
A craft war.
What do you know about the Blitz? What did you learn from reading this story?
It happened many years ago, and when you look down the street, families and people were left homeless.
Anything else?
It happened in Germany.
All right, guys, it's not your seats. I can't mark you present.
Okay, and how did people start to feel about the Blitz after it had been going on for a long time?
It scared them inside.
Anything else? So in paragraph 4, so on the first page, last paragraph at the bottom, you can use the book if you want to. What did the author mean by the phrase, sitting there trembling in the cacophony?
Scared in the house.
Were Margaret and her family hurt by the Blitz?
No.
So what genre or kind of writing did the author use in this book? Genre. So what kind of writing?
Old type.
So like when you're looking at a book, sometimes you pick out fiction, nonfiction.
What is it called if it's old? It look like fiction.
So it's describe to me what you mean by old.
Like it uses old words like. It said us. Oh, around the wireless. To us is radio.
Mm-hmm.
That's old.
It is old. That's just using language of the time. So if you're using the language of the time, what kind of fiction do you think it could be?
Nonfiction.
Nonfiction, okay. What do you think the author meant by deep scars of memory?
It hurt them.
You don't know?
It hurt them. When
It
they
hurt
think
them.
about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and the author talked about a cat. What was the author really describing?
A cat.
Yeah, it says the author talked about a cat in the book. And it says, what was the author really describing?
Them, the people.
Okay. All right, great. There's your pass to go to homeroom. Thanks.